Good morning. This is Billy Joe with Moon Goddess 1133. This morning we're just going to have a quick look at the Divine Masculine energies. Okay. See what's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time. What is going on with the Divine Masculine? Divine Masculine. We have the Five of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Moon. And the Four of Swords. Okay. On the bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So some of the Divine Masculines could be going through a divorce, through some legal battles. Okay. I'm getting divorced because with their physical world, and it does show that the Five of Cups, you know, this usually pertains to love interest, emotions. And with this Five of Cups, it's like the karmic, what I'm getting is with the karmic that he's been married to. And this is for people who their masculine is in a karmic situation, whether they're married to them or been in a long-term relationship. It is ending because it's like they're tired of the nagging, they're tired of the complaining, the bitching, the constant chaos, the constant, it's like they don't want to hear it anymore. See, he's got his hands in his ears, you know, she's behind him just constantly lashing out at him. Okay. Then you have the Six of Swords. Well, if you look, he's leaving, see this fiery, chaotic area? He's leaving them and he's traveling to something more peaceful. Okay. He is, he's in his boat or car, whatever vehicle he's in, and he's leaving this. He's absolutely on his way out the door. You know, this is, whether it pertains a legal battle or if he's just giving just rewards and saying, you know what, I'm tired of this bullshit and I'm out the door. And then we have the Moon card. So the Moon entails things that are not seen. Okay. And it's like he is moving from this situation. See the progression? It's like he doesn't know what's going to happen here. He doesn't know what's going to happen. But he's willing to take that step anyways. He's going anyways. He's tired of the bullshit. He's gone. He doesn't know, you know, when he gets there, where he may not even know where he's going to stay, what he's going to do, but he's doing it. He's gone. The unknowns no longer matter to him. It no longer scares him because that relationship is dead and gone. It's dead, it's buried, and he is now leaving. Okay? So let's look and see. Let's see. Where he stands as far as the divine connection with his divine feminine. And I just read as a divine feminine, and I read it as divine masculine as he. Divine masculine could be a she. So let's see in the 3D how this relates to the divine feminine in the 3D aspect. I want to look and see how it relates to the divine feminine, because just because the karmic situation is now coming to an end, or it is ended because we did have see that it was buried, it doesn't mean necessarily that he's ready to make his way towards the feminine. So we're just going to see how it relates to her. We have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Coins, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. On the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So things are moving into a positive direction. Okay. Underneath the Wheel of Fortune is the 10 of Swords. So we can see that it's moving in a positive direction because he's going through this end of a cycle. He's ending that cycle. And then underneath it is the 5 of Cups. And in this 5 of Cups, you see someone in the water. They're like, hey, help, help, help. He's got his back turned to it. That's the karmic. You know, that has ended. The new day is beginning, and the wheel is turning in a positive direction as far as the connection between the masculine and the feminine. So with the 8 of Swords in this card, what we see is he is ready to step forward. He wants to play rescuer to his feminine. He wants to rescue her. He's like, here, baby, I got this big old sword. Let me just cut you loose from your bindings. Look how he's looking at her, okay? But she's blindfolded, so she doesn't know that he's coming to rescue her. She doesn't know that he wants to be the one there to help her and assist her. He's like, look how beautiful you are. And she's like, just blindfolded. She don't see it. And he does know with the two of coins. So this is balance and juggling. Sometimes it represents juggling. So I feel right now he may be coming towards his feminine, and she may not see him coming, but right now it's because he's got so much he's juggling. You have to understand he's leaving his karmic. He's got to take care of all them legal battles. If there is one, he's got to take care of, even if they're not married, but I'm really getting this is one that's been married to his karmic. But even if he's not married, if he's been in a long-term relationship, there's all kinds of breakdown that you have to go through. Like, separating your stuff. I mean, it depends on how long you've been with that person. Okay, so he's juggling all these responsibilities, getting situated in a new place, getting his own things, separating one life from the other. He's juggling all this stuff. Okay, he's pouring out this cup that he was in. Okay, so he's emptying out. He's got to make, it's like when we're cleaning our inside out and we have to take out the old and that no longer serves us, such as behavior patterns, programming, things like that. But in this case, he's emptying out what remains of the karmic, so that way he can make room for his divine feminine. You have the Ten of Wands. All these responsibilities he had when it came to his karmic, he's dropped them. Because all he wants is his feminine. Okay? He's like unloading the burden that he had being with her. In the Nine of Wands, he's carrying this heavy burden. He's carrying all these wands on his back. Well, he let it all go. He's like, fuck this shit. Look at the peace I can have. And it's like, right now he's going through the shock of no longer having those burdens, of no longer being in that relationship. And he's just kind of taking a time out to like reflect on the fact of, wow, that relieves so much pressure, so much burden off my shoulders. Okay. So let's have a look at how he feels for his divine feminine. Good morning, Brittany. You're texting me and I'm doing a reading. You're so funny. She does that every time, don't she? I love her. Okay, how does divine masculine feel in the 3D? I'm getting, this is a 3D reading, y'all. This isn't really a spiritual reading today. Usually I chop into the 5D, but this morning it's talking about the 3D world. Third dimension, y'all. So how does the masculine feel about his feminine? So we have nurture. Moving on. Take the lead. And heal. Awaiting results is on the bottom of the deck. So what I'm getting, I asked about how he feels about his divine feminine. Well, I believe that is answered in the nurture card. He wants to nurture what they have between them, what he feels for her. But right now, I think it's really difficult to actually get, because he's not really focused on her right now. He sees her, he's moving towards her, but he's still moving on from the karmic. He's still moving away from the karmic, and he's taking a lead in his own life, okay? And in so doing, he's healing. He's healing everything that he has went through in that relationship. He's healing past hurts, regrets, things he regrets as far as his relationship with his feminine, regrets of choices he made with his karmic. And he's still awaiting the results of this healing. Okay. So, even though I asked how he feels for his feminine, I believe that with this group of divine masculines, it's too early to say. Let's get and ask how he feels for her in the 5D. What does the higher self, see that? What does the higher self want you to know that about how he feels for the feminine? We have crown chakra, which immediately tells me that the higher self is connected. You are connected through, the spiritual connection. Joy and stability. Release. And again, lead. Okay. So, with the divine feminine, the higher self, in 5D, the higher self is pretty much saying this is a spiritual connection. It does lead to joy and stability. But first, he's still got to release all this baggage. Okay. He's got to release the baggage so he can move up into emperor status. Okay. Basically, that's the message regarding the divine masculine is he is now doing in 3D what he should be doing. He is aligned with what his higher self is wanting him to do. Okay. It's really not going to give is really not going to give how he feels for the feminine right now. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull a romance angels. So I know there are feminines watching that want to know where this union is leading, where it's leading to. Some advice from the divine romance angels. Spirit, please give some hope, some insight to the divine feminines. Right now, you need to work on codependency. Okay? Like, you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're watching, you're anxious for your masculine to, you've waited all this time for him to work on his shit, for him to get rid of the karmic. You're still sitting there like, come on with it, when this is gonna happen. But Spirit is just saying you need to let go of codependency. So what I'm hearing is you need to get up from your seat. You need to get up from whatever you're doing. Stop looking at what he's doing. Stop watching his social media. Stop writing him letters, communicating, texting, or whatever it is you're doing. Stop doing it and start working on creative endeavors. It's like you're just sitting there waiting. You're just waiting. Stop waiting. Go work on creative endeavors. It's like what I'm getting is when you're waiting for water to boil and you're sitting there watching the water. It takes forever if you do that. So let go of it. Go do something. Go out with the girls or the boys. Go out to a concert. Go take an art class. Write in a journal. Do something that you find fun and creative. And release this waiting energy. Okay, thank you so much for watching. This is Billie Joe with Moon Goddess 114433. And I'll see you next time I upload a video, or you'll see me, whatever.